Hello founders, my name is Marlon Galushi. I'm running for your athletics representative. I believe that I'm the best candidate for this position because I've had 1 year to become accustomed and familiar with all the duties and responsibilities of the position. I've gone above and beyond my expectations and the duties that I'm required to complete for Founders College athletics and many other areas. I've hosted and assisted in various events. I've been there for Blue Mountain. If you were there, you've seen me. I've been to the Founders Free Skate, both of them. I helped out with the book sale. I also helped out with Lounge Reno and opening. I've attended all FCSC meetings, and I've attended all the CIRC meetings since I had a vote in CIRC. And yes, this is only my first year on council. I think that's pretty good for being on council for only 1 year. Next year, what I want to do is a couple things. I mentioned this in the last time I was elected, and just with the weather, it hasn't really been able to come together. So I want to do the amazing race, but obviously we need the weather to cooperate, and we can't have snow because nobody's trying to trudge out through snow. And I want to try to get some sports games. It's just difficult in the winter season to get cheap sports games because hockey games are very expensive. So I'm expecting maybe we can do a baseball game, maybe a basketball game, we'll see. And then I want to make constituent input a priority for sports teams because I know that's been a big thing, and then people are like, well, I wanted this team. Well, I want to make sure that we have more open communication and hold more meetings with the constituents, as well as utilizing our athletics board outside of our athletics office at 002. That's all. Thank you.
I'll ask the questions on behalf of a constituent. So this constituent was asking, how can you make current and future students with disabilities to feel included, to be a part of the Founders community, such as sports, events, and trips?
To accommodate people with different abilities and physical abilities and also mental abilities, we'll definitely we will help out with people signing up for intramurals for people who find it difficult to sign up, because I know I also found the website a little bit complicated to sign up on. For people with more like physical challenges, obviously our front door is not exactly the most accessible, but we should definitely would definitely help them get to the games if they let us know. We'll help them get to the games. We'll try to push in our CIRC meetings for more sports that are accessible to all. So maybe something like wheelchair basketball. Our Blue Mountain trip definitely will accommodate for that because you can have an alternate to skiing or snowboarding.
And another question that was asked was, what effort will you make to strengthen relationships with other colleges?
Well, right now I'm part of a group on Facebook which is part of, it has all the first year athletic representatives, but all the first year representatives for all the colleges. So it's just so that we can all have open communication as we're all starting off, like starting from the bottom, and as we continue on through, as most of them I would assume would want to continue through, it'll help us all create those relationships for the future. Sorry, can you repeat the question one more time? I feel like something I left out.
So what efforts would you make to strengthen the relationship with other colleges?
Also, I've gone to Winters College. We've brought them a couple things that we found in athletics that we're not exactly going to utilize. A couple other things, we did utilize relationships with even the Founders College residents, which that has a lot of our international students here at York University. So that would be really good. We actually had a joint event with them. It was a free skate that we did at Canada Ice Sports. So we helped include not only the colleges, but we also included residents, and especially those who aren't from Canada and not exactly accustomed to Canada and skating per se.
What kind of challenges do you foresee happening over the next year when it comes to the athletics, intramurals, and the college itself, and integrating all of them?
So one thing that a couple things I've seen this year so far is constituents have made it clear that they want more input on the sports, and I feel like we could improve on that. Another thing that I think we could improve on and issues that I would see in athletics is constituents coming out to sports, because we had a few defaults, and I know it has been difficult to get people to come out, especially for females when we need those 2 female players. So that's definitely us going out of our way to go and make sure that we can get these people to come out. And those are the problems I foresee coming ahead.
And how do you plan on rectifying them?
Well, definitely I have created a lot of social relationships with my first year, so I feel like I'm going to use that, and I'm going to go and just, call on people and be like, do you mind helping us out, right? We don't want to default our teams because first off, we can't afford to default, right? We're trying to save our athletics budget, and we also want to make sure our teams can compete, right? I don't want my athletes to be unable to compete just because someone didn't want to show up, right? So I'd go out of my way to make sure that we can have these sport teams continue.
So it's difficult sometimes for alumni to reconnect with the founders community. What efforts will you make to reach out to them and keep them connected in terms of athletics?
Well, we do have the alumni chapter now, so definitely we'll be keeping in close contact with them to keep the alumni involved with stuff at York. So if definitely we'll notify them about the times for signing up for sports. Like when we sign up the teams, we'll let them know. We'll give them also an input to sign in their teams, so on and so forth.
On the basis of alumni, a lot of them have scattered schedules, so how are you going to deal with that?
For scattered scheduling, we can just, for whatever sport they want to play, so if, let's say they want to play hockey and their schedule is going to conflict for a certain day or a certain time, we can try to accommodate that through CERC by changing the scheduling on the IM leagues. So we can make sure that the scheduling will try to accommodate everyone, so the constituents and alumni.